feel fine. Go, off script.
The music videos.
Off script.
Oh, listen to that sound there. Right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the studio with a good cup of coffee for one more vocal analysis. And guess what? We are listening to Ren and Chris Webby again with their project Impatient. The name of this song is Neurodivergent. I opened YouTube this morning and it was on the top of my recommended list. And I thought, okay, that's definitely what we're listening to today in the channel. And of course, I wanted you guys to be with me on this journey. So let's listen to it together. If you're not new to the channel, you might know that I'm a little bit biased. I really like Ren's music and his singing, but if you are new to the channel, my name is Skylish. I'm a singer-songwriter and voice teacher. As a singer-songwriter, I just released my latest single. It's called Canvas of My Soul. In fact, I'll ask the editor to put a bit of the chorus right here.
So look at my eyes, tell the canvas of my soul, the winds are carrying me.
So the song that you're listening to right now is my latest single, Canvas of My Soul. I'll leave the link up here for you to watch the music video, and it would mean the world to me to hear your feedback on it as well. As a vocal coach slash voice teacher, my work is based and focused on laryngeal biomechanics and physiology. So basically what the muscles that we have inside our larynxes, they do in order to achieve the sounds that we have in contemporary singing. That's also what will be guiding this analysis here. We'll be listening to the singers and we'll be trying to identify what's happening so that we can also reproduce those behaviors in our own singing. If you want to become my singing student, check out the link in the description for my online singing program. It's called Building Your Voice. In there we cover a range of different topics inside vocal technique. We talk about how to belt, how to sing low notes, how to sing with powerful sounds, but also how to be really expressive by using soft sounds in your singing as well, how to learn and apply vocal distortions without damaging or hurting your voice. We have a vocal exercise library with exercises for you to practice each of the techniques that we covered inside the course. All of that and much more. If you want to know everything that we covered inside the course, click the link below and you get all of the info. Right now, without further ado, let's listen to Ren and Chris Webby, Impatient, with the song Neurodivergent.
Stay calm, boy, my thoughts are burning like the napalm. I think I need to get away from this noise. I hate the places that I came from. Destroy, I'm burning a message from the preacher.
That high note there. So one thing that I can already point out is how nice those breathy voices that Ren uses so often are. Like when he does I think I need. Everything is so breathy. So basically our vocal folds, the vocalis muscles, the muscle part of the vocal folds, they can be either in active tension or passive tension, depending on whether we are using the muscles to resist more against the air pressure that we're sending or not. Here, his vocal folds are in passive tension, and not only that, he is using a couple muscles that we have inside the larynx, the posterior cricoarytenoid muscles, to open the vocal folds or to keep the vocal folds open to allow that breathiness to appear. And that's what we call inside Vocal Anthropophysiology, which is the theoretical framework for my work as a voice teacher. That's what we call breathy voice. And the way that he uses this specific sound to be expressive is great. And it's not, this is the kind of singing that doesn't have a lot of volume. You'll be surprised with the amount of dramatic strength that we can imply in a performance, that we can convey with our singing without necessarily making the sounds loud.
Get away from this noise. I hate the places that I came from. Destroy, I'm born a message from the preacher.
Preacher, breathy voice.
Subliminal, out of speaker.
This is also something that we've been discussing in the previous Ren videos. The amount of percussive elements in his singing.
I never paid attention either. There's something strange about my demeanor. Pity, don't feel pity for this sick boy. I've been sitting pretty with prescriptions, stimulants and edibles. It's medicine, cerebral and repairable, tweaking the biochemical, peaking and I'm feeling incredible. But wait a second, need dopamine. My focus goes towards smoke machine. Precursor birth from L-tyrosine. And my racetrack doors very psychedelic. Deciphering maybes I might have been. The spiraling Fibonacci, Vicodin. The piloting Kawasaki ninja thing. I bring to a big begin and I go.
The yodels. I was about to point out like the amount of words that he's singing with no breaths. But it's not like he's not breathing. I'm just saying that he sings a lot before taking a breath. And in order to do that, you need to like really map out where you want to breathe, so that you know that, okay, after this word, I'll breathe. And then after that other word, I'll breathe. And you practice the same way every single time. Because a common mistake that I see with especially students trying to sing stuff like this is that they don't plan when they will breathe. Like, oh, I'll breathe at this moment after that word. And then every time that you're singing the song, they are doing it at a different place. Problem with that is that sometimes you will not calculate well and you run out of breath. And we don't want it to happen when you're on stage. So guys, please map out your breathing. And I would say, I'm biased here, I would say map the whole thing out. But breathing is crucial. Now let's listen to that yodel again. Really traditional example of yodel. A break, an abrupt change between active, an active vocal scheme, and passive, a passive vocal scheme. And then a creaky voice there, a creaky, this kind of vocal distortion that doesn't have a lot of volume. It's quiet but at the same time really expressive in the way that he's using different ornamentation techniques. And then a creaky voice there. Car twisted, the roll, top lip split, explode, misfit, don't fit. What makes a person? Neurodivergent. Sick for certain.
Neurodivergent.
They told me I was broken. Nothing but a defect in my head. Said that I was hopeless. Hopeless. Something that we have a lot with Ren is he usually seeking for a brighter sound. This almost some people would call metallic tone. It's really up here, and that happens because of especially the placement, the shape that he has for his soft palate. His soft palate is not elevated, it's not raised at all times. Like if you were singing, let's say if you were coming from a classical background, no, it's the opposite. We are going for a brighter sound here. How the hell? It's not exaggerated either. He's not like, it's not too much, but he's going for a brighter sound. Reject hanging on by a thread, but after all the pills that they got me, it turned me to a zombie. So welcome to the dawn of the dead. In the handicap spot, just to see that doctor. This is what he said. Yeah, he said I got a touch of autism. Piece of my puzzle is missing, while the attention deficit disorder tunnels my vision. But see, this world's an asylum and shit. We all in the system. And our sanity's the motherfucking cost of admission. So, see that glitch? Yeah, I believe that would be Chris Webby, right? Sorry guys, I don't know a lot of his work, but I've listened to him before in another song with Rem. But if you want me to analyze more of his songs, I believe that he will have a solo career as well. Just let me know in the comments and recommend me a song and we'll listen to it together. But that's it, a really bright tone, lots of words, and of course that sort of rap style that uses a lot of percussive elements in the singing, a lot of fast pacing, no much time to breathe, everything needs to be planned really well. See that glitch in the algorithm, that's me, don't fit in the crowd, I lift the boundary, going sick, let it out and flip, they found me with a misfit round, so bitch allow me to show them what I came to do, shut the blinds and keep the noise down, cause it's about time to let them all into a madman's mind, not well, but hell I feel fine. Go, off screen. The music videos. Whoa. I almost spilled all my coffee. Off screen. Off screen. Listen to that sound there. Right there. Not well, but hell I feel fine. Go, off script stay. That's an example of phaser voice.
for this case here, even a narrow phaser voice, because it is a bit lower. We need a bit more space, and it's tighter as well. But pay attention, the amount of breathiness that we need for this kind of distortion. This distortion, if you do it correctly, is really, really loose. The muscles are more relaxed, as if you were singing it clean. Because you're starting to let go, leaving some breathiness. But at the same time, if you don't do it correctly, this is one of the most dangerous vocal distortions precisely because of the amount of breathiness. So it might be really drying for the vocal folds if you don't know what to make tight and what to make loose. And now, got twisted. That's another distortion. That's a creaky again.
Oh, top lip split, explode, oh, misfit, don't fit. What makes a person neurodivergent? Sick for certain. Neurodivergent.
Nice bass line. She's really basic as well. Dun, 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 dun. This is bringing me School of Rock vibes. This is not what we, for those who have been accompanying the channel for some time, this is not a worn voice yet, which is a kind of active vocal scheme, pretty much belting, because of the pitch. This is not high enough for us to characterize it as a worn voice. Still, a lower range is a this is a D sharp, so that would be the very last note of another vocal scheme, which would be the crooner voice, and then whenever it goes higher than that, we would characterize that as a worn voice. So when he does oh, then yes, that higher note there, it would be a worn.
Shrinks in psychiatry. Don't mind my anxiety or my non-sobriety. Doctors lining up to lie to me.
So cool.
Once they try to silence me, just a product of society. Well, that's fine with me.
And this here, we discussed this in one of the latest videos here. This has a lot of that rhythm and blues / Michael Jackson percussive elements. It's bringing me those vibes as well. Amazing. Alright guys, and that's our analysis for Neurodivergent by Ren and Chris Welby in Patient. I'm loving listening to this project, and great song. But of course, I want to know your thoughts on the song, your thoughts on my analysis here as well. Let me know what other songs you would like me to analyze here next. And don't forget that, well, at this point you might be curious, like, okay, this guy is talking about voice, and you've seen vocal coaches talking about voice all the time, and you might wonder, okay, but how does this person sound? Do they actually sing for real? And I got you covered. I'll leave a card up here for you to listen to my original music. It would mean the world to me if you could give it a listen, because that's basically my biggest dream in life, to have my songs reach people that might connect to them. That's the whole point behind me sitting down to write music, recording music, releasing music. I want these songs to find their audience, and you can help me with that, because when you listen, the algorithm will start recommending to people that have similar taste, similar experiences, and with different people listening to the song, that increases the chance of having even more people listening to the song, and these songs will find their audience. So again, my latest single is called Canvas of My Soul. I would love to hear your thoughts on it, or read your thoughts on it. That would mean a lot to me. If you want to become my singing student, then check out the link in the description to get all of the information on my online singing program building your voice. In there we cover all of these techniques: the warm voice, the crooner voice, the creaky, the phaser, these vocal distortions, how to practice them, how to apply them in a way that will not hurt your voice. All of these techniques and much more. If you want to know everything that we cover inside the course, click the link below and you get all of the info. All right, you enjoy your day, you enjoy your coffee, and remember, if your concepts cannot be seen here in the real world, then they must change and not the world. See you in the next one.
So look at